Whoa! I'm here in Colorado Springs. Actually, I'm in Manitou Springs, and I'm gonna show you guys in this video what I do, how I think when I'm in a new place that I don't really know, and I'm going around scouting to make a drone video. Right outside of my hotel room, there's this stream, and I thought it'd be really sort of cool to fly around that, but as I'm sitting here really looking at it, I can see that is not a smart option. I could definitely do the Mini 2 and just get an aerial view of where I'm staying to include in this video. But as I look at it closely, I could do something with the Avata, and if I hit something and fall into this stream of water, that's a bad day. There's a lot of branches that are low lying. There's a lot of power lines. I'll keep something like this in the back of my head and probably just fly from the parking lot to get like an aerial view of where I'm staying to just sort of include in the video for a reference. With the DJI Avata and the Mini 2, they're USB-C, and I tend to hook them up so I'm constantly recharging batteries as I'm out and about driving location to location. One of the first things I do when I'm out and about in a new area is I just do the things I have to do. For example, I gotta go to a couple of stores, so I'm gonna just drive around and check out the area as I'm taking care of the things that need to be done. Especially on a day like today, it's 26 degrees outside. It's not the best day to fly. However, I did just make a video flying with the DJI Avata in a park, and if you missed it, make sure you go check it out in the card right there. It was a lot of fun for me, at least. So as I drive around to run these errands, I'm basically just scouting around looking for objects and scenery that looks like it would make a good standalone video, or maybe if it was for FPV, something that would be fun to fly through or around. I don't know if you can tell, but that's Garden of the Gods right over there. And you probably saw that in my overview footage off in the distance. And that is a national park, so you cannot park at the Garden of the Gods and fly around. However, I might actually go walk around Garden of the Gods tomorrow, just because I've never done it. And I'm sure the entire time I'm gonna be going, oh, I wanna fly my drone in here, so damn bad. As I pull into Walmart, I spot this off in the distance, and that's one of the things I keep looking for, is things that are higher than everything else around me. Before I run into Walmart, we're gonna drive right over here and take a closer look, because there's a dead end that I can get out and just scout from across the way to see if maybe this is something I wanna come back to tomorrow when the sun is hopefully out. Now I can tell you already, I don't want to fly from here because I have to fly across a freeway. You really don't want to be the dumb guy that flies across the freeway, something happens, your drone falls on the freeway, and you cause some kind of crazy wreck. That does look promising, so now I know I want to drive across and scout out this area here. Somewhere over here I saw some large cranes, which would also make for some good flying, I think. As I'm driving around looking for this crane that I saw, I noticed a train. Right over here, there's a church with a steeple. And somewhere over here, I saw some really cool features that I'm gonna drive around and try to find right now. These are all things I do. I don't fly them right when I find them because I have limited amount of batteries, and I don't want to just go, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna fly here. And then I use my batteries, and then I drive down the road and I find something way cooler. So I take my time, I scout out the area, and then decide which ones I'm gonna hit. Let's try and find that other one. It's getting dark quick. Now by just going a couple blocks further, I've found way more train tracks, which is really cool for low flying, some really high up down shots, and off in the distance I can see this crazy circle thing that looks like it's by a park. So I'm gonna try to pull up my maps, drop it in, figure out where that is, and go scout that before it gets too dark. I think we've also found the cranes, which are right over here behind me, and another tall building over here to consider. And if I do this right tomorrow, if the weather is permitting, I'll be able to scout out, fly a couple of these places, and put them together at the end of this video with some music, and you'll see how the end result of taking your time and scouting out areas helps you get a better put together drone video than just running out to the first park or field that you see. Now you got to keep in mind, you need to check the areas, make sure you can legally fly your drone there. Even if you're a hobbyist, you need to just be safe and make sure you're not doing stupid things to get the rest of us so that we can't continue this wonderfully fun hobby that we all have. I found the cranes. If I park over here tomorrow, there's not a lot of traffic, not a lot of stuff going on. As long as this scouts out as an area I can fly, you could fly around and get some aerial shots of this part of town, which would be pretty cool. What is this? So I'm gonna do some research tonight, figure out what this is, because this would be cool to fly at night because of these lights. Now I'm gonna try to get to that park real quick. Oh my god, there's ice everywhere. It's so freaking cold. And for sure, there's the cranes right there. You can see the crane right there. Easy spot to park, and hopefully not lose it on the other side of this construction, because then it's gone. But it could be really cool, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. Whoa, where's that park? With a little searching, I found it right before it became dark, and this could be a really cool area to fly the FPV drone, as well as get some higher up shots. And there's this feature right there. Just go right through the middle of it. I think that'd be really cool. And if there's nobody here tomorrow and it's sunny out, we'll come back and we're gonna go through that crazy loop-de-loop thing. As long as it checks out, I'm gonna do some research tonight on all these spots to see what areas I can fly in and what areas I can't. I normally fly up in rural areas in the mountains, and I can fly pretty much almost anywhere I want. Being in a city like this, I do need to be more careful with where I fly. It is the next day. The sun is trying to peek out. The weather conditions are a little different. We got a little bit of blue sky mixed with a little bit of gray. And I've been searching all night on Google, UAV forecast, the maps, looking at the DJI maps, and the selected areas that I want to fly seem like they're okay. There are some small heliports around, so that means use common sense. Listen for helicopters, watch for any air traffic, keep the height low on the drone. Just don't be an idiot. But I just want to get a general overview of a few shots that I'll mix into the finished video at the end of this whatever this is you're watching. Now this is the spot I was most interested in, that big loop-de-loop thing over there that I want to fly through. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. This case is listed in the description below. This is a Leica's case. I highly recommend it. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and get the shots and see what we can do, and hopefully it goes all right. I'm glad I went ahead and flew by that big circly thing first, because now that I'm back over here by this boxcar and this train, I've realized I am not good enough with FPV to cut through that little gap in the boxcar and not worry about hitting the damn thing. We're gonna go see what else we can find. There's actually a church over there. I think the Mini 2 might be a great option for that. Sometimes though, you gotta keep the batteries charging because you're driving along and you just happen to see something while you're going to get lunch. And this is pretty incredible. And it's right between the two heli airports. Good to fly, just wow. You'll spot it in the end video. But one little tip is with the Avata, you can horizon lock it even if your other drone's battery is out, which my Mini 2 battery is dead right now. So I can horizon lock the Avata and get some pretty cool shots that look very much like a regular drone, like a camera drone. Colorado Springs is a unique town because they do have a lot of drone regulations here. Even though you can't fly at most of the city parks, there are numbers and websites you can contact. You can actually get permission pretty easily as long as you let them know what you're doing and they're aware of it. Don't be scared to reach out to the authorities. Communication goes a long way, especially with this hobby. Just be safe, be smart, don't fly over crowds, don't fly over people, don't fly over traffic, and use common sense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, click the bell notifications, and all that great stuff. And I'll see you directly in the next one.